So, while Meghan and Harry were spinning in circles, cancelled shows, awkward trailers, money scrambles, something totally different was happening across the royal universe. Enter Catherine, Princess of Wales. Now this is a plot twist nobody could ignore. Catherine had been gone from the spotlight for a while because she was battling cancer, the pay-to-play, pay-to-speak, pay-to-show-up kind. This wasn't prestige. This was survival mode. And the more desperate Harry looked, the more power Meghan's next move seemed to have. Because when money gets tight, people start reaching for anything they can monetize. Even family, even titles, even children. And here's where the story takes its sharpest turn. Because right when the money stress hit red alert, something interesting happened. Harry and Meghan suddenly decided their kids should be prince and princess after all. Remember, they once said they didn't want titles, they wanted a normal upbringing. They suggested the palace was unfair, even racist, even blocking the titles. But the moment things got shaky, boom, titles claimed, royal status secured, brand value unlocked. And why does that matter? Because titles aren't just fancy names, they're marketing gold. A parenting empire featuring princess and prince, a family brand with royal sparkle products tied to royal children. That's not a coincidence. That's a business model. And then came the double standard. They warned people about kids on social media, but Meghan posted the kids online weekly. They claimed protection, then used their images to sell honey and sage. They talked privacy, then told stories about their children for publicity. It wasn't parenting, it was packaging. It wasn't family first, it was brand first. And the world could feel it. The tone was clear. The kids weren't being raised, they were being rolled out. Because when the big deals dry up, you look for the next big product. And in this story, that product had a last name, Sussex, with royal titles attached. And Meghan wasn't planning to stop at crafts and cozy vibes. Oh no, things were about to get a lot more personal. While Meghan was sketching out her mommy world empire, Harry was facing a different kind of plot twist, a financial one. Remember when Harry used to stand next to world leaders, give speeches about global issues, and represent the royal family? Well, fast forward to now, and he's booked to give a keynote speech to real estate agents. Yep, not presidents, not diplomats, not world leaders, estate agents in Toronto. And they had to pay to attend. Tickets weren't cheap either. People had to cough up serious money just to sit in a room and hear Harry talk about, wait for it, housing policy and the Canadian economy. A royal prince talking about mortgages and home supply when he literally grew up in palaces. It was giving wrong class, wrong job, wrong script. And it didn't stop there. We need to be reminded of this. Harry only left school with 2 A levels. One involved help from a teacher. He has no background in real estate, no background in business, no background in finance. So why was he standing on that stage? One word, money. Because when you're no longer royal staff protected, when Hollywood isn't calling, when Netflix shuts the door, you don't get to be picky. And that's when his new title became painfully obvious. Prince for sale. Not the crown jewels kind. Hollywood, or even inspiring. It was Mom. Insiders said she was cooking up a whole new plan. A giant mommy empire full of family-friendly content, parenting advice, lifestyle branding, fancy products, maybe even shows about kids and home life. She dropped tiny clues like breadcrumbs inside her holiday special, cozy moments, homey crafts, warm lighting, family vibes, except it didn't actually feel warm, or family, or cozy. People behind the scenes said it felt like a soft opening for something big, like she was trying to become the CEO of Mum World. But here's the twist that makes the whole thing awkward. The world doesn't actually see Meghan as a hands-on mum. The transcript makes it clear. She leaves the kids with nannies for long stretches. She doesn't know who's watching them half the time. And her big parenting brag was bringing her daughter into a business meeting for like 5 minutes. Not exactly the comforting cookies and bedtime stories mom image she wants to sell. It's like opening a bakery when you don't even eat bread. But hey, money talks. And when your Netflix crown slips off, you grab whatever new hat you can find, even if it says Mum Boss. Because behind the glitter, the message was clear. This wasn't about motherhood. This was about marketability. Oh, honey. People said they had never seen it look that bad. One commentator even said he looked like he'd been dragged through a hedge backwards. Yikes. And while Harry looked like he wanted to disappear into his cereal bowl, Meghan was all stiff-jawed, flinching like even she didn't want that kiss, but she wanted the footage. It wasn't sweet, it wasn't romantic, it was performative. A prove you love me moment for the cameras. Harry was a prop, a background character in his own marriage, and Netflix used that moment front and center because they knew the truth. Harry sells, drama sells, embarrassment sells. That kiss wasn't a love story. It was a marketing tool. And the worst part, Harry didn't even look like he knew he was in the trailer. That wasn't just awkward. It was humiliating. So, after the Netflix breakup, energy started spreading through the Hollywood air like drama perfume. Meghan didn't sit down and cry into a pillow. Oh no. She did what every reality show villain does when the crowd stops cheering. She pivoted. Suddenly, her new buzzword wasn't royal,